I need to get... There it is. Alright. Already, this is already going to be a much bigger project than I thought it was going to be. Hello and welcome, personages and of all shapes, sizes, and whatnot, to our grinding session for behind the scenes at Rocket Rabbit commentaries. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, depending on when the hell this actually goes up, I am doing a run through of Duels of the Roses. My god, this is a terrible opening hand. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan today. We're going to be grinding on Rex Raptor in order to figure out, well, not to figure out, but in order to successfully obtain a bunch of the specific cards that we need. The cards that we are specifically looking for are, that could work, but it's probably not going to help us that much. I'm trying to think. Yeah, many treasure chest is, I'll say that. Okay, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get specifically Bracchio-Radius, Wasteland, and Raised Body Heat. I will settle for Invigoration, to be perfectly honest, but Invigoration is not really one that I want for the ending setup. He hit me with sparks. Bastard. Alright, the whole reason why we actually played our Paralyzing Potion there is because it's very unlikely that this is Bracchio-Radius, and if that's Bracchio-Radius, we're actually in good luck. If it is not Bracchio-Radius, then we should be fine for some time. I do actually want to play Mega Zowler, and I don't care about Sparks. You're gonna have to sit there for a while, okay. But yeah, our goal right now is to have him bring out Bracchio-Radius and kill it with Fiend's Hand. That's Uraby. That's something I don't actually want in his graveyard, but it's something I'm going to put into his graveyard anyway. I'm going to be skipping most of the battle conflicts unless I really want to see them. I mean, I kind of wanted to see what Manny Trust attack was, but, you know, I wasn't going to see it anyway, so... put this down for a Neck Eater later. And there. I need to remember how the hell my controller actually functions, because I'm not all that well versed with it. Some of you may be asking, why are we grinding specifically on Rex? Aren't there better, more powerful monsters to go out and get? And yes, there are significantly better and more powerful monsters to go out and get. I can't access them without powerful monsters already, though. Well, without, you know, Fiend's Hand. And so, that's why we're doing this the way that we are. We are, I think this deck actually does have a copy of Fiend's Castle in it at the start. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Now that actually could be Bracchio-Radius, so I need to put that to its Nope, there's his Bracchio-Radius. Good. Alright. So, did we get Fiend's Hand? Yes, we did. Alright. Now, this may seem very counterintuitive, taking 1,600 points of damage, but putting Bracchio-Radius in his graveyard is exactly what we need to do right now. Now, with Bracchio-Radius in his graveyard, he needs to run some pretty specific equip spells in order to power over Mega Zowler. Because Mega Zowler is like his second best. Oh, and he doesn't have them. Is that Mega Zowler? No, it is not. It's probably Wasteland. And if that's actually Wasteland, we should be good for the remainder. We're gonna save our Fiend Castle play for Ushioni, and then we'll end up powering him up with Call of the Haunted. Okay. Power increase. activate Call of the Haunted. Flip him over. Booyah. And Mega Zowler will eat that. Crawling Dragon number 2, something else that I should probably be looking to pick up. Not because I actually want Crawling Dragon number 2 in my deck, but because, well, let's be frank here, Crawling Dragon number 2 is actually Sub-Dragon. At least it wasn't Forbidden Memories, and I really like remembering stuff from Forbidden Memories. Now it may behoove some persons to actually have Lucioni be the one attacking Rex's deck master here, but no, I actually want to get Mega Zowler because if I get Mega Zowler to rank 3, I believe it is, we will be set pretty much for the rest of the run. Now, mind you, I don't actually expect to get him to rank 3, very specifically because getting Mega Zowler to 3 would require, I don't know, like somewhere between 20 to 30 duels, to be perfectly honest, with him just scoring all the hits on two-headed. And I'm not gonna actually be grinding on Duel Master K for any portion of the run. There's almost no reason for me to do it. I can't. Wait, I don't actually have Mammoth Graveyard yet, so no real reason to keep Shadow Spectre around. If I can get Mammoth Graveyard, Bracchio-Radius, and Raised Body Heat from this drop, we will be fucking golden. But it's very unlikely to get all of those, specifically because I've not run over. See, there's Invigoration. I mean, I can use Invigoration with Mega Zowler, so it's not honestly the worst thing. But it's not something I actually want. It's not actually something I want to use. It's just something that I can use. Alright. And have Mega Zowler take this over. Raise Body. Booyah. My Mega Zowler has been powered up by 2 different cards of his. He chose not to move, that's game. And have Mega Zowler finish him off. Now, here's why I am recording this. Because we're gonna cheat our fucking asses off for this. You see, Bracchio-Radius is in his graveyard so that it can actually be up here in the graveyard slots. And yep, it's there, as is Raised Body Heat, and Eternal Rest. I kind of want to pick up Eternal Rest for Reincarnation later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fucking save state. Yes, I'm abusing save states for this. I don't have to, but I'm going to. 1, damn, missed. 1, 2. I'm usually much better about timing this. See? I mean, I do actually want Eternal Rest. Okay, Eternal Rest. No, not Invigoration. Damn it. I want Raised Body Heat too. Alright. Last one has to be Bracchio-Radius. I'm talking too much and it's fucking over my timing. No. No. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's on 3. Damn it. 1, 2, 3. So it's actually 4? Is it on 2? 1, 2. Yeah, kinda. 1, 2. There, got it. Yeah, it was technically on 2.5, so. But yeah. It is technically a skill-based challenge that you can, that thanks to, okay, I was worried that I wasn't actually, I was worried that my audio wasn't actually recording, but it is. Alright. Now, we definitely want to put in Bracchio-Radius and Raise Body Heat. Eternal Rest, we picked up strictly so that we can actually, disenchant it later. Let's see, we want to take out Witch's Apprentice and Unknown Warrior of Fiend. Bracchio-Radius and Raise Body Heat. Now, with those, we should be able to eventually just be able to overpower his own Bracchio-Radius, which is going to be very important for us. If the cards that we're looking for are triple Bracchio-Radius, triple Practical, triple Mega Zowler, and triple Raise Body Heat, and triple Wasteland. Now, that doesn't actually seem like a full deck, but the rest of the deck is honestly filler for the most part. If I can get triple Mammoth Graveyard, then that'll be really goddamn worth it, so I can have Great Mammoth and Gold Find at will. But it's not something that I'm honestly all that worried about. Not worried about. Fucking terrible opening hand. I like opening up Paralyzing Potion. I do. But the rest of this crap is garbage. And then some of you are like, well, if the rest of this crap, as you keep calling it, is garbage, why did you pick this particular deck? Well, very specifically, because Fiend's Hand's in it. Fiend's Hand gives me a very easy out in the event that I need to actually take down Bracchio-Radius early on, which I kind of need an easy out for. I can go into Metal Dragon and start pushing it that way. There's not really going to be all that much commentary here. I am willing to explain what I'm doing, but more than likely a lot of this is just going to be me ranting. Hell, we're already at 12 minutes. I expect this particular session to take about an hour for us to get a good portion of what we need. I'm keeping him, Metal Dragon, hidden very specifically because I don't want him to throw Bracchio-Radius at me until I'm actually ready for it. Once he does throw Bracchio-Radius at me, Bracchio-Radius at me, that's gonna end up being, you know, what the whole point of the match is gonna come down to, figuring out a decent way to take down Bracchio-Radius. Crawling Dragon number 2, I'm not honestly all that worried about. I've got Phantom Dewan in my hands, so I can spellbind him for a while. And if all else fails, I still have Call of the Haunted that I can place up and have it be pretty much perfectly defended. Yeah, so. A text message from Miss Mom. Damn it, she is not having a good day. That is sad. A spellbind. Come on, Bracchio, where are you? Alright, so what we're gonna end up doing is putting Call of the Haunted here and keep sneaking the Metal Dragon up. It's a good thing for me that Spellbind technically doesn't start counting down until the end of the turn that it applies. Oh, he's actually Spellbound for 3 turns. Okay. Yeah, we can go for another Metal Dragon, and Metal Dragon actually is enough to take down Urabi, so let's go for that. And much like Forbidden Memories, I'm ditching other cards so that I can attempt to bring out my more powerful and key cards a bit later, or a bit sooner rather, not later. And the Metal Dragon does pretty much Godzilla Lightning Breath. However, Metal Dragon is one of the worst monsters for me to actually be attempting to use against Rex, specifically because everything except Bracchio-Radius in his deck, it's Bracchio-Radius and Grappler. Everything except that in his deck are Earth attribute monsters. So, you know, every time Metal Dragon kills something, he gets spellbound. It's very sad for me. Thankfully, though, with that, well, no, Metal Dragon's still not quite powerful enough to take it down. To take down Bracchio-Radius, at least, but right now he doesn't really need to. Right now he just needs to get up there. Ah, damn it, Stainstorm. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to knock Bracchio-Radius down within the top 10 cards of his graveyard. It still really depends. That still really depends on how this ends up playing out, but okay, I do want to keep one Air Eater around in the event that I need an answer for Bracchio-Radius. However, aside from that, I don't need both. Paralyzed Potions there, Call Opponents there. Alright. Now, of course, I can't actually play Bracchio-Radius with Raised Body Heat if I land on him. But now I can't actually play Air Eater either. I'm gonna have to win in order to play Air Eater. And it's Sword Arm of Dragon. Drat. Do I can just use Air Eater with Call of the Haunted to take that down, so that's not really that big of a deal. And then I can wait on King Fiend's Castle, which for some reason uses the card art for freaking Toon World. There's Raised Body Heat. Play Hinotama face down. And have Megas Elder keep going. That's just calling Dragon number 2. But you see, by locking that down, that column is now completely inaccessible to him. So my Mega Zowler should have very few problems getting to that. All right, Air Eater, Call the Haunted, eat the Sword Armor Dragon. Air Eater is one of the ones that I technically should be trying to level up early on, simply because of the deck style that I chose is, you know, mostly focused on fiends, and again we've got Panic as the either Panic or Weevil is the next major one that I'm gonna end up fighting. I don't want to fight Panic next, to be perfectly honest, because Panic is actually significantly more difficult than Weevil. Man, I love Weevil. Weevil is nice. But yeah, I really don't want to have to fight Panic next. Weevil next, I kind of want to do simply because fighting Weevil next would make it so that I can attempt to get it's not Aerosol, but whatever the other field webs are. I think Weevil has got Drought, actually. I think that's the one he's got. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'm gonna need to play Ushimi eventually. And I accidentally moved Air Eater the wrong way. Mega Zowler. Invigoration. Okay. More than likely, he's gonna end up running away and putting Bracchio-Radius in front of Zowler. So. Is it Bracchio-Radius? No, it's Red Medicine. Damn. He might not actually get a chance to play Bracchio-Radius then. And as much as that would suck, I'd be okay with it because he's clearly played at least some stuff that I want. And unless he moves that equip down, that's game. Alright, that's game. Again, I should wait for him to play Bracchio-Radius, but no. This fight's gone on long enough. And besides, getting Mega Zowler up is honestly a pretty important thing. Alright. So, what do we got? There's Invigoration, Sword Armor Dragon, Two-Headed King Rex. So, we'll probably go after Sword Arm, Two-Headed, and Crawling Dragon. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna go after Stainstorm. Alright. Yes. Stainstorm is good. Yeah, Two-Headed King Rex and Sword Arm. No, not Fake Trap. You never actually want Fake Trap. Fake Trap is just a miss. There, got it. And yeah, we're going to put in both Sword Armor Dragon and Two-Headed King Rex. Specifically because we're going to be grinding on Weavile for a while. We're grinding on Rex for a while. Weavile is like the best Pokemon ever, okay? We're not going to be grinding on Weavile for very long at all, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I might grind on him to get Cocoon of Evolution, but only because I have a huge nostalgia base for that. Alright, Mass Sorcerer and Unknown Warrior Fiend. I don't have to worry about my deck being too large for quite some time against Rex. Yeah, Rex is at 960. I won't have to worry about that until I start getting Wastelands. Once I get all 3 Wastelands, then I have to worry about my deck being a tad too large. But I don't need to run any of the Wastelands that I plan on farming against Rex. I simply just need to get them for later on. Alright. God, this is a terrible start. I keep having absolutely terrible starts. And I can't really get rid of the raised body heat. I need that for Bracchio-Radius, because my Bracchio-Radius has to be as good, if not better, than his. More than likely, that's going to end up being Little D, and that's probably Practical or Mega Zowler. If it's Practical or Mega Zowler, I can put Metal Dragon with a Cyber Commander buff and make that work. However, if that is Bracchio-Radius, which it really shouldn't be, to be perfectly honest, I have seen Rex do something really stupid in the realm of actually putting like 3 different equips on Mega Zowler. Okay, it's track it on. Not Mega Zowler, sorry. 3 equips on Mega Zowler is fine. It was Tomasaurus. Don't put 3 equips on Tomasaurus, people. Just, no. You have better things to put your equips on. two-headed King Rex. Alright. And it sparks. Ouch. Okay. I don't need either of these. We already have Cold Mahoney down, so if we need to play steroid managing treasure chest for any reason, we can do it. Mind you, we shouldn't actually need to, but if we do need to, we can do that. I find it odd that he pushed that back, so it's probably an equip spell. There's Bracchio-Radius. All right. Behold the powers of Bracchio-Radius. He will smack you with a tail. No, that's seriously all he does. He charges at things and smacks them with a tail. He's not a very flashy, superpowered monster, but that's what that he doesn't need to be a very flashy, superpowered dinosaur. He just needs to get the job done, and that's exactly what he does. For those wondering why I don't go after stuff like Summon Skull or Yami, it's mostly because Yugi at the end of the York playthrough gets huge power-ups from Yami, and Kaiba actually has a lot of spellcasters as well. But more specifically, the fake nightmares at the end of the game get huge power-ups from Yami by having a bunch of feet monsters. Yeah, it was an equip spell. I want to check his graveyard to see what he's got right now. Tamasaurus, Raised Body Heat, Sparks, and Eternal Rest. Okay, so it's a good thing I didn't actually play Call upon it yet, or activate Call upon it yet. Mega Zowler into defense mode. Please be Bracchio-Radius. Oh, it's just practical. I mean, I do need practical. I do. I need 3 practical for the end of the game. At least if I plan on running triple invigoration, because practical with double invigoration and raised body heat is enough to take down most of my opponents. I don't actually want to give Bracchio-Radius any significant star power. Is it Brachio? No, it's Mega Zowler. And I think, yeah, we actually outdamaged him, so. Yeah, but then we get Spellbound. Is that Brachio? And no, it's a Mega Zowler with raised body heat. Well, at least I'm all but guaranteed to get raised body heat this trip. Which again, I do need. I need raised body heat and I need raised body heat, Practical, and Wasteland, and Bracchio-Radius. I don't know why he moved the Mega Zowler away. That was kind of dumb of him. Especially because that can't be anything that, yeah. Crawling Dragon number 2. I was going to say that can't be anything that's strong enough to defend against my Brachio-Radius. You should have just put Mega Zowler into defense mode. Something that I would have actually liked, because I think we're still at a point where I could at least, in theory, put something into his graveyard and have it be there for the slots. Little D. Just something that has always bothered me that he actually runs, because I don't think he runs triple of any of his big dinos, like Twin-Headed King Rex, Mega Zowler, or Practical. He might run triple of Mega Zowler, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Alright, man, treasure chest. Spike him with the teeths. Thank you. Oh, I really hope that was Wasteland. And nope, Stainstorm. Okay. Again, getting Stainstorm isn't honestly a problem. Alright, and we locked him down to surrender. Ooh, I see Mammoth Graveyard, Practical. Okay, so we're gonna go for Mammoth Graveyard, Raised Body Heat, and Practical. I want Mammoth Graveyard very specifically because I want to make Great Mammoth Bullfight. No, again, we want to very specific. No. 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 There we go. Mammoth Graveyard. Alright. Raised Body Heat. 3. Nope. 3. No. No. There. And it was Practical that we're after, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. But there's only one in here, so. There, got it. I'm serious. The counting thing does work, just not as consistently as I would like, which is why I'm cheating my ass off. And we need one more in order to get reincarnation started. We're gonna probably reincarnate Eternal Rest, despite the fact that it's very powerful against Necromancer. We really do not care about Necromancer. All right, what are we taking out? I want to keep those for a while as we're still running a Metal Dragon and such, but the Fiends can start leaving. So Imagine Goon, Dark Titan of Terror, and Wretched Ghost of the Attic. Now the Graveyard Practical, Raised Body Heat. Booyah! Alright, save and next round. This game is honestly really goddamn fun, but it's significantly more fun when you cheat its ass off. So that's why I'm cheating my ass off in it. Plus, this is the only game this is the only Yu-Gi-Oh game I have ever played where dinosaurs have actually been a viable deck strategy. You may want to pretend to tell me that there are other games where dinosaurs actually work, but no. Like, the closest that we have right now is the Arc V game that right now is mostly up to date with card sets, and even that isn't actually up to date enough to have the important dinosaur structure deck that came out recently. We want to keep that around for Metal Dragon, but we have another zombie. We have another Shadow Spectre, I mean. But no. And for those of you wondering why I didn't take out Karibo, it's because fuck you, Karibo is the best card. It's one of the best cards in the game. Not in this game, but in general. In this game, Karibo is kind of pointless because, well, all it really does is make it so that you don't take damage when you engage in battle. And it makes him a really good goddamn scout. It really does. But I will admit that that's all it actually does. I'm going to want Raised Body Heat above me, though. still running Aerator and Ushioni, so I kind of need to keep Fiend Castle in the event that I pick those up. Alright. Hold it here. Rex usually spends a good portion of his time playing exactly 2 monsters and then overloading his defenses with spell cards. Alright, that'll be very nice. And why did I get rid of Ikaboon yet? Well, very specifically, it actually works against Rex more often than not. I mean, it doesn't kill off any of his bigger threats that I'm actually worried about, like Bracchio-Radius or Megazowler or Fractal, but it does kill, well, very specifically, 2-Mouth Dark Ruler and Tomasaurus. Right now, I want to wait and see what he's throwing at me. And it's a Trachodon with raised body heat, right? Yeah, that's raised body heat. So this turn, I can bring out Aerator with... Well, can I? No, I can't. I can't just kill it. Megazowler's is only an 18 himself, so... But, by deleting the useless Ikaboon, and then coming over here, I want to keep you very specifically for Mammoth Graveyard, so that I can show off Great Mammoth and Goldfind, and it being awesome. Because yes, Great Mammoth and Goldfind is actually awesome in this game. It's not the most awesome thing ever, but it is still pretty damn awesome. I kind of want to farm on Necromancer, just so I can attempt to get Great Mammoth and Goldfind, but he doesn't actually drop the damn thing. I don't know anyone that actually drops Great Mammoth and Goldfind in this game, and it bothers me. That's Invigoration. So, yeah, we're fine. Megazowler can hold that off forever. And let's see. Damn it. No. Play Sparks. He plays Bracchio-Radius like once every 3 or 4 games, and if you manage to kill it at an appropriate time when he plays it, then you get a pretty huge steroid for your deck. And damn, I don't need to hit a King Rex, so I really wanted to show off Great Mammoth and Goldfind too, but I need to be able to kill Bracchio-Radius, and Great Mammoth and Goldfind can't actually do that, sadly. Well, he does, but he doesn't get access to raised body heat or invigoration. He is a dark zombie, and I don't honestly have any equipped spells for dark zombies. Paralyzing potion. We'll want to play that later. The puppies are sad because no one else is home and they're not being loaded upon. And they think someone is outside, but they aren't. Fine, we'll play the other Aerator. I should play it over here, but no, that's one of my defensive zones. So. I usually only approach Rex with a single attack vector, simply because I don't entirely believe that I need to have more than one attack vector in order to actually beat any of the opponents that I'm going up against. That would be enough too. Damn. That is enough to take down Bracchio-Radius, so now I just gotta wait for Bracchio-Radius to show up, assuming that it does. I should check his graveyard to make sure he's not at 10 yet. Okay, that's clearly not Mega Zowler. Yeah. Alright. No, not that one. It's here. Anthro. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, he's at 8. Yeah, he's gonna be at 10. And man, there's nothing here, is there? There's nothing that I honestly need. I mean, raise body heat, sure, but that's the only thing here. I might show off doing a critical roulette wheel here. Is it Bracchio-Radius? It is not Bracchio-Radius. It might be Mega Zowler though. It's Sword Armor Dragon, which is fine. I technically do need more of those. No, but that spellbinds Aerator. All right, yeah. More than likely, what we'll do this time is we'll go for the critical roulette wheel to show off that what getting the three of the same card in a row does. Because gambling is a thing. Yeah, it's a TCG. Of course, gambling is a thing. But again, we're waiting on that. So, do I? No, from here. I just really want to wait. I'm hoping that he will eventually play Bracchio-Radius. He actually has a damn near full field already, whereas I still have, I believe, have one monster space left. It's just Sparks. That's one of the things that I really dislike about this particular deck. It's got both Sparks and Hinatama, which are fucking useless cards, at least in this game. Two-headed King Rex to lock me, spellbind me again. And I really wish Aerator was a dark monster instead of a wind monster. It's a really cool thing that it's a wind monster, to be perfectly honest, given that, you know, it's a fiend. But if it was a dark monster, it would actually be significantly better for me right now. And in general, because then I could actually keep him around much longer for the grind against Rex. As it stands, once I start getting into my third practical and Mega Zowler, I'll probably ditch him for one of those. I kind of want to show off where Cold Wave is, but I don't actually know where Cold Wave is. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, every single duelist field in the game happens to have a special card somewhere on the board. Cold Wave is here. I just don't know where it is. I'm probably gonna end up looking up after this particular grinding session, which should be after this round, honestly. Ooh, power increase? Power increase? Is it the thing? Well, if it's Bracchio, we're kind of boned, because again, he's already at more than 10 cards in. The thing is, I don't think that it would be. I think it's probably Tamasaurus or Trachodon. And it's Urubi. Alright. Urubi is fine, specifically because we can actually take him down right now. But what I actually am going to do is instead, I'm going to start advancing the Sword Armor Dragon over here, because that's an equip spell. And I believe I've got Paralyzing. I do have Paralyzing. So move that up. I mean, I could put Mega Zowler into a I could put my steroids onto Mega Zowler and have him do it, but as much as I want to get Mega Zowler up some star ranks, it's not actually that important for me. I actively rather would have them be a Practical or Sword Armor Dragon, to be perfectly honest. Because Sword Armor Dragon is not honestly something that I want to run in my end deck. Same with Two-Headed King Rex. But having the steroids can be a huge benefit. That's Paralyzing Potion, so that'll lock his movements down a little bit. His turns take forever because he has to reaffirm the positions of every single one of his cards. Oh, it's Practical. All right. Do I use that as my trigger to steroid Two-Headed King Rex? I think I do, actually. Yeah, alright. I mean, I could wait a little more, but the 2 raised body heats on Two-Headed King Rex will do the trick. It will take down Bracchio. It won't do it very nicely, but it will do it. And he knows something is up. Well, the thing that is up is a double buff Two-Headed King Rex smashing you in the face. He just does Twin Fire Breath. It's not honestly that interesting. I do not care about that. Honestly, I kind of should take Magical Labyrinth out because, not specifically for grinding against Rex, it really doesn't help me. It honestly ends up hurting me a little bit every once in a while because what it will do is it will lock out my access to the other lanes, but it will also displace one of the labyrinth tiles, which is kind of sad. Again, there's really nothing I need to plan. I kind of want to keep Mana of Dawn. I can make Kamori Dragon, but first Magical Labyrinth into this should be Kamori. Yep, there. One thing that I didn't show off when I showed off the intro was one of the fusion tutorials teaches you that you can make Red Eyes Black Dragon with Kamori Dragon and something else. And I'm like, that's really helpful knowledge that I wish somebody had fucking told me. Specifically because I'm almost entirely positive that that's not in Forbidden Memories, despite the fact that a majority of this game's fusion list comes directly from Forbidden Memories. The only major thing that doesn't, from my account, is actually Bracchio-Radius. And Bracchio-Radius is a new fusion simply because they, well, kind of needed a fusion for dinos that wasn't fucking Cybersaurus. One of the most interesting fusions that's actually in both this game and Forbidden Memories, however, is actually Soul Hunter. Yeah, you can fuse for Soul Hunter, something that I didn't find out about until very recently, despite the fact that I know for a fact I have seen the AI fuse into Soul Hunter before. And what's really interesting is the Fusion Mats for Soul Hunter. It's Crash Clown and or Clown Zombie with any reptile. Well, any reptile under 2200. Is it another raised body heat? Nope, sword armor. I think he's right now behind the spellbound Orby, right? No, he's not. Yeah, he's behind the Excalim at this point. Okay. I forget if there's a specific command you have to do in order to search. I mean, I could just spend the next 74 turns looking for the goddamn cold wave, because I know it's here, but I don't know... Okay, he just died, alright. Is it here? No, it is not. Okay. It's detail, summon, surrender, and enter. Smack him in the faces. Alright, so... we still got 10 minutes before this is a full hour in. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna do triplets on raised body heat to see if we can get cannon soldiers. We need cannon soldier. That's not raised body. No! I accidentally save stated. Alright. Well, to be perfectly honest, two-headed King Rex is not terrible, so as long as we get a Sword Armor Dragon and raised body heat, we should be fine. There's raised body heat and Sword Armor Dragon. Missed. Miss. And throw. Red medicine. Damn it. I keep landing on red medicine. I need to be like a couple frames after that. No, I don't need... Well, you can't actually score another raised body heat, is the thing. I really wish that you could actually score another raised body heat. That would be so nice. But you can't. There we go. So put those in, reincarnate. I will not be cheating so horribly on reincarnation, though. I don't feel that there's honestly a good reason to cheat really hard with reincarnation. Mostly because a large portion of the time, when you're using reincarnation, you're trying to get in general good cards as opposed to specific cards. And Frigid Ghost for raised body heat. That's all three of the raised body heats. We're actually making pretty good progress. Alright, and then we want this all the way down. And I think it's left? Yes. Breath of Light specific. I will be save stating, but I'm not, you know, resetting it. Alright, Soul Hunter, which is cool. Shadow Spell, which is actually a really good fucking trap. It spellbinds at -1000, and Suijin. Suijin is a card that I kind of want to put in at the moment, but I'm pretty sure I don't really need to. I mean, it's better than having three-headed Guido, and it doesn't knock me over. So we'll take out three-headed Guido for. Where are you? Suijin, yeah. And I want to put in Shadow Spell too. Anything else I can take out for Shadow Spell? Magical Labyrinth. But yeah. With that, this'll be the end of our grind session. We got our 3 raised body heats. We got 2 sword armor dragon and 2 two-headed king rex. We got Practical, Megazowler, and a Bracchio-Radius. So all that we're missing right now is 3 Wasteland and 2 Bracchio-Radius, and technically 2 Practical and 2 Megazowler. I mean, it sounds like a lot of stuff, and to be fair, it technically is. But it's not honestly all that long. Whereas in Forbidden Memories, I would be attempting to do this grind for 874 hours and 48 minutes, and not getting the 3 cards that I need. Yes, there's literally only 3 fucking cards you need in Forbidden Memories. Well, 6, honestly. You need triple of Megamorph and triple of Meteor Black Dragon. But, yeah, again, the only real things that I need for this are high-powered dinos and Wasteland, and raised body heat. So, yeah, with that, we are done for now. We might consider doing another grinding session before our next major recording session. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm done with this for today. I'm gonna have to do another grinding session, most certainly, because without Wasteland, I'm not willing to take on Panic, or as he's here, called here, Darkness Ruler. I won't take out Darkness Ruler without Wasteland. It's not worth it. Necromancer is someone that I could most certainly try and take on right now. I would not fare that well, but I could do it. I could take out Necromancer right now. Thing is, although I think he's got Wasteland, the real things that I would want from him are probably Violet Crystal, Vile Germs, and Mammoth Graveyard, and I don't think he's actually running Mammoth Graveyard. So, yeah. As for Weevil doesn't have anything that I want aside from Cocoon of Evolution. I'll probably attempt to show off. I won't cheat during. I won't be cheating on screen during the actual playthrough, because I want to show off that for grinding I'm okay with the cheating. I really am. But and to be perfectly honest, after you've already won, then I'm okay with cheating the graveyard reels. I totally am. But I don't want to show off cheating during the run because I'm an asshole. I take it. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking with me. This is a really goddamn long part. I don't know if I'm going to do any significant editing. I mean, I got to cut out like the first 20 seconds when I was fumbling around trying to get my mic on. But other than that, I don't think I'll be doing any significant editing for this because it is a grinding session. And, you know, the whole point of recording a grinding session is to go through, explain what you're doing, and attempt to communicate why it's important that you're doing it. And I feel like I did an okay job. I went silent a few times, but now I'm just rambling because I feel the need to continue talking. I really do like the sound of my own voice, mostly because... Okay, alright, we're done. Be safe, people.